Hi everyone, today I'm gonna be playing Jaffar, which is a Polish game released in 1993 by computer studio Mirage, and it is an early attempt on Prince of Persia to be ported to Atari. Obviously they've never ported it up until 2021. Proper port was created, was made, and was absolutely, it looks amazing. However, didn't really, it's not my type of game. This one's a bit different, even though it would like to be a Prince of Persia. It's not. It's as you can see, the character is very slow. It's walking obviously kind of into the rhythm of the music. And we got bird and a frog in there as well, and it's, you know, the levels are repetitive. As you can see, it's just like steps. When there are steps there, then you will have the same steps on the next level. There you go. And they are very repetitive, the graphics and stuff. Original graphics are more orangey. Don't know why my grabber for my Atari, it's not really catching this. It's a new grabber I bought recently from China, and unfortunately it doesn't really catch the essence of the colors well, and this is what really, you know, makes me a little bit angry, because it doesn't really show the game in the true colors. But anyway, because the game is in Polish, I decided to kind of show you this, basically to do the commentary in English as well. Again, I do apologize. My first language is Polish, so if anyone feels that I am not pronouncing words well. Anyway, so we have 1 hour to save a princess from evil Wezyr, Mohammed Al-Rimun, who basically kidnapped Miranda, and he put her in this palace, which we're currently walking around, and this is the first. Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt here myself. This is the first item we'll collect, which will be useful later on, so we don't have to go back. Which is a handle or crank. I would call it crank, more crank than handle. Anyway, coming back to the backstory of the game, so she has been kidnapped, and you know, the guy is obviously evil, and even the, you know, prince or king who's, you know, living in Baghdad, because that's where we are actually, in 1248 in Baghdad, and it's one of these, you know, stories which we've heard quite often, quite a lot of them. So we need to basically save the princess. If we save her, we'll be given the prince kind of title, Prince of Persia. In here, this is a bottle, so we need to collect the bottle, and we need to go back now. Anyway, so we're gonna get this is a sapphire, but we don't need that, so just leave it in situ. Anyway, and so yeah, we're gonna get that title, and if our princess would like to marry us, then she's gonna be our wife. So it's a bit controversial there, because we need to give her something as well to kind of not buy her love, but that's how it looks like. But anyway, a bit, you know, the cover story. Apologies, the cover story for this game's absolutely ridiculously long. That could have been done in a couple of sentences, where, you know, if you look at the cover art, cover description, like within the cover, and it's just like, whoa, that's quite long, and the names of the people are crazily, even for a Polish person to, you know, crazy to pronounce. So I don't know, they seem to be they've been doing that since I remember. They've been putting some random names in there. Maybe they just wanted to sound more realistic. Anyway, so we are the Jaffar guy, and he's the brave one who's gonna save the Princess Miranda. Anyway, we got frogs and birds, so we can kill frog by stepping on it, look. However, we cannot kill the bird. So there's a dynamite here as well. Please leave it alone, don't pick it up. And so we need to, you see the bird is flying in a kind of snake motion, so we need to, you know, aim for him to be at the top and just walk under him. And we got time at the bottom on the right bottom corner. We got time, which is 1 hour to finish the game. We got the power, our energy, which is 90%, and the points. I don't know what the points here are here for, but this guy is Alibaba. As you can see, there's a description of him. I think it's the same name in English as well. Don't ever give him anything, because he will take everything from you, but he's not gonna give you anything back. So he's just kind of one of these guys in the game that you shouldn't be really giving stuff to, because you're not gonna get anything back in return. So if you give him something that we need in this game, basically I can tell you right now, start the game from the beginning. Anyway, so avoid birds and, you know, kill frogs. Yeah, as you can probably noticed, you've noticed that I've been coming in and out from certain levels, and for these people who already noticed what I was doing, and that's, you know, I'm not going to be explaining that for them, but the people who don't know, I'm trying to avoid the birds. So this is a key which we'll pick up and we'll use it later on. As you can see, there you go. If I leave the level and come back to it again, certain screen, then I will, you know, the bird or the frog will disappear and stuff like. There you go. No, they're still here, but just need to do it a few times. I've got enough time to do it, so I'm, you know, doing it. How do I know how to go around the palace? Purely before I started to I started playing the first time this game, and I was like, okay, every single screen looks almost identical, and so what I did, I drawn them up in my notebook. I will show you. You can see at the very end. I'm showing it for a split second just to show you how it looks like, and you can see I'm occasionally looking to the right towards the camera, and I'm looking at the map, basically the one which I've drawn. There you go. And here it's a spell. That's going to be important as well. As you can see, we can only have 5 different items in our pocket, and if you picked up something not really needed, you can always go to Alibaba and give it to him. He will take everything, literally, and that way you can get rid of it. Otherwise you're gonna have to walk about with it, and that kinda, you know, it's a waste of the space in our pocket, because 5 items in our pocket is not a lot. So so I'm now I'm gonna go to the point which I'm gonna, you know, use one of the items I'm carrying with me at the moment. That's gonna take a while, so I get back to you when that's gonna be close by. And here we're gonna have a barrel with wine, so it's called wine barrel. Anyway, I'm gonna use a bottle here to fill up our bottle with wine. Make sure you are standing next to the certain items or whatever to use, to make sure you can use your items in the pocket. So if you need to give someone something, you need to be standing next to that person. Okay, so just a little cosmetic things as well. To move obviously left, right, to go up the steps, you know, to basically put firstly kind of diagonally left to right, up and down, or you know, or up and down, left or right, you know, depending whenever you go. And then once he's on the first step, you can just put it to the left. To come down the steps, you just keep left or right depending which way you go. And here we have sesame, so use the spell. Do you remember the spell open sesame? There you go. And that's what exactly the spell is, and that's how I actually came up to it. So we're gonna pick up gold bellows or bag of gold, whatever you want to call it. It is important, so either way you pick it up. And then now I'm gonna be walking quite a long time. So yeah, sorry, I should have actually carried on to explain the kind of movements and stuff. You cannot switch off the music, unfortunately. It's a bit annoying, but the only way you can do it is just to silent, you know, to mute your telly or monitor, whatever you're using to play the game. And to kill the frog, you need to be in a still position, just to hit fire at that time. To get to your pocket, apologies, to get to your pocket, you need to basically push the joystick down, to move your joystick down basically, and that should enter. You should then enter your pocket, and then to use an item, just use a fire as well. A double check again. Apologies. I've got the cover art as well, because it's honestly the story. The story is very long, and yeah, exactly. So to use your item, you need to just put the joystick down, move your joystick down, and get it back into to your pocket. You know, I call it a pocket. What do we have carry in the pocket? So yeah, I'll get back to you when it's the time when it's a little bit long way now to go up and to use one of the items, and then I'll get back to you then. Okay, so we are close by. Don't pick up this item. This is desert reptile, so probably from Sahara. And in the next screen we will have a big chest, which then we'll use key over here to open that chest, and then you will see what we're gonna get. Again, be close to the chest and use the key, and we found gold inside the chest. So now again we're gonna go one kind of level up, because we cannot cross through the chest, unfortunately. So in here we've got another item to collect, very important, and that's flute or recorder, whatever you want to call it. Again, and then we're gonna go back up again. Basically where we're going now is the start of the game, and then we're gonna go one screen to the left from the starting point of the game. So I will get back to you then. So in here we have grill or grid or trails, whatever you want to call this. Just use our item which we've picked up earlier on. Basically the crank / handle, whatever you want to call it again, and open. The grill or trails or whatever you want to call it. And now we're gonna be meeting a very important person called the merchant. Kill the frog first. Squash it. Anyway, so we're gonna give merchant the gold, and then we're gonna give him the bag of gold. Right, so as you can see per pictures, we got a ring, master's ring, and then we also got a chib, dagger. I would say a dagger, not a chib. Chib is more of a Scottish slang for a small knife. This is a dagger. Alright, so what do we need now? we need to go and collect one more thing, very important, and then we need to give one thing to someone, so then that person can give us something in return. As you can see in here, we got the diamond necklace. As I said at the beginning, Princess will need some sort of gift if, you know, when we meet her, if we find her. Now we are getting closer. Now we are close to Snake Whisperer or Snake Charmer or whatever you want to call this guy. But out of these 5 items in my pocket, what are you gonna give him? Of course you're gonna give him a flute/recorder. And then he gave us a lamp. Not just a lamp, Aladdin's lamp. Now, having these 5 items, namely a diamond necklace, wine bottle, bottle with wine in it now, a dagger, a Lord's ring, and Aladdin's lamp, we are able to finish the game. Just need to get to the point where I can finish it. Anyway, it's gonna be long way, so I cannot speed up this game because this game's got the soundtrack automatically like in it, so I cannot like speed up because otherwise I'm gonna lose the soundtrack. So it's gonna take a while, but hold on, and then it's not gonna take that long, but yeah, just hold on to it, and then we'll finish the game together. as I said, it's not gonna. As I said, it's not gonna take long to get to this point. This is Eunuch. He's standing there. We're gonna give him a bottle of wine to make him drunk, and then we use a dagger to get rid of him. Sorry. Thereafter, we're moving along to the left, and then we have two big holes that we cannot really walk through or whatever. So we're gonna use Aladdin's lamp, magic lamp, and then I don't know why, but we need to use the Lord's ring to open the door. That's just crazy. I've used it by basically I got it by accident because I was like just trying everything. Anyway, we are in a harem now, and this is the Princess Miranda, and we need to give her the diamond necklace and see what happens. You made it. You freed the princess from evil Wezyr. That's pretty much it. That's the end of the game, and I can you can see my notebook, my map that I drawn first before I started actually trying to solve the whole thing, and that's pretty much it. Anyway, if you have any questions, whatever, there's an email address under the movie, under this episode, so you can get in touch with me. I will get back to you as soon as I can. So if you have any questions, please send me an email. Hope you've enjoyed it. Apologies for the slow movement of the main character, but that's not up to me. Anyway, have a good night, see you later, and see you next time. Bye.